One of the questions I had today, someone asked me today, and they're in a leadership role, and they, have a lot of authority, and they asked me, well, you know, and I was observing, as I was observing them, I was like, you're doing a lot of things, you have a lot of responsibility, and I was asking the individual, how often do you delegate? Do you believe in delegation? Do you know how to delegate? And their first response was, well, I just go ahead and do it so, I can get it done. And I'm just like, okay. So, this is me just getting inside their head to figure out how I can help this organization and help this leader be better or be more effective in their role as a leader, so they won't feel the overwhelm or the burnout that they are actually creating for themselves. And as I was having that conversation with that individual, um, he said, well, it's easy for me to just go ahead and do it. So I don't have to worry about it. And I know if I go ahead and get it done, it's going to be done right. And so my question to that individual is, well, how do you hold them accountable? What is their role and their responsibility in the position that you have them in? What or how are you helping them grow, right? How are you measuring their results? How are you setting obtainable goals for them? What are your measurable standards, right? To keep you from being overwhelmed, but also working collectively as a team to get the job accomplished. And the individual, he said, well, I never thought about it, because you got some lazy people here, they're not doing anything. And I said, okay, I get that. You'll find a lazy person here or there, you'll find some paycheckers, right? But have you asked the questions or found out the reason that they have become paycheckers, right? Has the engagement been so low where they basically just checked out, right? Because they don't have any responsibility, or they don't feel, a part of the process, or you're just stepping in, not giving them an opportunity to display or show the skills that you've instilled in them. He said, well, I didn't think about that. I said, well, what are you instilling in them? How are you inspiring them? How are you influencing them? How are you leading them to become self sufficient so that you won't have to do the bulk of the work? And then he was like, wow, never thought about that. So, look, think about that as a leader, right? Your job is not just to do it all, but you got to be able to delegate so that you guys can work together collectively as a team to get the goal accomplished.